Hey guys, and welcome back to another command block tutorial. For this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a manually controlled missile. Now, I'll show you what I actually mean by that. We're going to take this fireworks star, and then we're going to sneak to activate the ability. And boom, we have this controllable missile that we can just fire at whatever we want. So just to kind of show you again what that's going to look like, I think I might have killed all my targets, because it is a quite powerful missile. I'm going to actually fire it this way. And you guys are going to see the reason the camera command, because I'm still right here, but I can control my missile. Boom. Just destroys everything it hits. It's really fun, effective weapon, just kind of a cool little thing that you guys are hopefully going to be able to enjoy and mess around with and have some fun. But anyways, not too many commands for this, so let's get right into it. First thing that we're doing with this command right here is we're just checking for any player that is holding a fireworks star in their main hand and they're sneaking and there's no other missiles in the area, because we don't want to happen as multiple missiles that you're trying to control and then the camera command glitches out. We don't want that. So it's only going to be one missile active at a time, and basically all we're doing is summoning a bat missile. So it's just a bat named missile, and that's what's controlling this whole thing right here. The next thing, because we don't really want to see the bat, we have some particle effects that we're going to see instead. We're going to give the bat invisibility. Pretty simple, just on a chain command. Next up, we're going to do this command, which is going to kill the bat if there is not a player holding a fireworks star nearby. That means that, let's say I'm firing my missile and I don't want to keep firing it, I can switch inventory options and it's just going to get rid of the missile. You can kind of see what some of the particles look like. It looks a little bit better with multiple people, but that just is an idea of what it looks like. But basically what we're doing is we're just making it so that if you want to stop, you want to destroy the missile early, you can go ahead and do that. Next up, we're going to do some of the actual teleporting commands. All we're doing here is we are checking at the missile, we are rotating the missile to have the same rotation as the player, and then we're teleporting itself forward. So we're executing the missile, and then we are rotating as the nearest player holding the fireworks star. This means that you actually control the missile by looking around with your physical person, and then your bat, your missile, is going to copy whatever rotation you have as a player. And that's how you're actually controlling the missile. Next up, we have a little simple particle. This just makes it look a little bit more like a missile as it's traveling through the air. It's a little bit hard to demonstrate with single player, but it looks pretty good in multiplayer. The next thing that we're going to be doing is making it so that if the missile contacts a block that's not air, we're going to add the tag boom. So basically if it hits a block, this just makes it so the missile is ready to explode. We're going to make it similarly here. If it hits a mob that's not a bat, and we have family equals mob, that means it won't be like XP or items, these types of things. But if it comes into contact or pretty close to contact with a mob, it's going to get the tag boom. That way it's going to be detonating on hitting a mob or hitting a block. So pretty simple, and just to demonstrate what that looks like real quick. Oh, I forgot it spawns a little bit high, but you guys kind of get the idea. Let me try this again, I'm a little bit lower. So if I hit the mob, it's going to blow up before it even hits a block. That's pretty much what's happening here. So then we just have a little bit of what the actual explosion does, the first of which is, of course, we're executing at the missile. If it has the tag boom, we're doing an explosion particle. Very much the same thing, we're doing the random.explode play sound. Now we do have a really high volume value. That's not going to make the noise louder, it's just going to make it so you can hear it really far distance away. And then finally we're doing the damage. So this is of course how you damage things within your missile. I have it set to 30, as always with my damage commands. Like this as high as low as you want. Like this is one of the easiest parts to change. R equals 7 is the radius. If you want the explosion to be bigger, make the number bigger. If you want it to be smaller, make it smaller. Pretty simple stuff. And finally we just have the actual camera commands. So the first of these is a little bit complicated, I know, but just look at it, copy it for what it is. What we're doing is we're executing at the players that are holding the fireworks star in their main hands. Then we're going to the location of the missile. We're keeping the rotation of itself, so that way the player's going to maintain their normal rotation. And then we're setting the camera to be free, and I know this looks like a lot, and I apologize. What this actually ends up doing is just having the camera basically be where the bat is with the same rotation that you would expect. We have a little bit of an ease here, ease 0.1 linear. This makes it so the camera movement's not as choppy, it's a little bit smoother, but all this really does is make it so the player sees what the missile sees. That way you can control it. It looks complicated, but I promise you it's not that difficult. And of course, we want to make it so that if the missile isn't around anymore, the player gets their normal camera back. So if there's no missile around, then just clear the camera of the player. And that's it, guys. Hopefully those commands weren't complicated. I know some of the camera stuff and, you know, some of them are long commands, but I promise you, if you guys copy them exactly how you see them here, they're all in 0-tick delays. Just copy them exactly how you see them here, and you guys will have this fully functioning, I don't know, controlled cruise missile. I don't even know what you call it, but it's quite fun. And yes, you can kill yourself with it. So I suggest avoiding that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy, and bye. That sounded weird. Goodbye. Oh, also check out the Discord. Links in the description. Okay, bye again.